Stick with that theme and take you to the Western Cape, where teachers are being vaccinated in that province. It's been a slow start, with only 50 receiving the J&J vaccine in Pinelands in Cape Town on Wednesday. The doses arrived late on Tuesday and only a few were vaccinated. The vaccine drive is expected to wrap up on the 8th of July, just before the end of the second term. Let me take you to eNCA's Aisha Ismail, who is tracking the progress in Cape Town. And Aisha, I remember your sense of, surprise when you found out that only 50 people were going to be vaccinated in Pinelands on Wednesday, and there were explanations that were given and the undertaking that things would ramp up significantly in the coming days. Any evidence of that happening?
So good morning, Atula Sizwe. You are correct. And when I did ask the Western Cape Health Department why only 50 education department staff had been vaccinated on Wednesday, they were saying it was always their intention to start off small in order to test the systems. Now, yesterday we heard that at that particular centre, 800 teachers had been vaccinated in Pinelands. There is another vaccination site in Tygerberg. And of course, as we know, there are 29 vaccination sites in the Western Cape designated for teachers, of which 27 are in the rural areas. Now, today I'm in Paarl, in the Cape Winelands, and we came to this particular health centre here in Paarl East, and within less than an hour we saw about 100 teachers being vaccinated. So we're seeing the system working well, and a lot of teachers being excited to get vaccinated. But I'm also now joined by Sura Swat from the Western Cape Education Department, based here in the Cape Winelands. Are you happy with the way things are going at the moment?
Yes, I am very, very happy. This is our first day of vaccination, so we were prepared for glitches that could appear, but so far nothing. The teachers are very excited. They are turning up as scheduled, and we've provided them with letters 2 days before, where we've indicated to them where they should be, at what time they should be, all the documents that they need to have with them, and things are just running smooth. We're lucky to have a very well organized Department of Health team working with us. We're collaborating very well with them, and I think our teachers are all very, very happy. You could see them coming out. No one had to wait too long. Everything went very smooth, and yeah, they're excited about this. They couldn't wait for this to happen, and very thankful that we have reached this stage now.
How many doses have been allocated to the Cape Winelands?
I don't have everything. I think it's about 3,800 on average. For today in Cape Winelands, we will vaccinate about 932 teachers will be vaccinated. At some of our centres, we've got few less teachers than in others. So 3 of the centres will be running for 5 days, and then 2 of the centres will be running for 2.5 to 3 days. But in total, yeah, about near to 4,000 vaccines that we will then give out.
When you started your vaccination process and talking to teachers about getting registered, did you at any stage pick up any vaccine hesitancy among teachers?
Not that we could pick up. We've provided them with enough information from our head office and also from the head of education in the Western Cape. Letters went out to schools and to principals. We encouraged them to register and to make use of the opportunity. And when it arrived, we saw that they very happily took part in it. I think we've got about a 78 to 80% of our teachers that did register to get vaccinated.
Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. So Thulasizwe, as I said, we in Paarl at the moment in the Cape Winelands, and as the infections are increasing in the Western Cape, the Cape Winelands, the Drakensberg area is of great concern to health authorities. And I'm now joined by Sandra Turon, who is in charge here, who's been telling me about their concern about the increase in infections. What is the number of infections that you have in the Cape Winelands or even in the Drakensberg area at the moment?
At the moment, we've got almost 700 active cases. Since 1st of April, we had around about 500, and then since 1st of June, the rest until now 2,000 from April to today. So that's, and active cases today is almost 700, and we worried, yes. So I think people must just obey the rules and comply and be safe and get vaccinated. Register, please, so that we can vaccinate you above 60 years old. And now it's a privilege to do the Department of Education and the teachers. We worked well together, and it's running smooth. We've almost vaccinated 100 in an hour's time.
From the health department's point of view, why do you think the numbers are so high in the Cape Winelands?
Yeah, that's a difficult question. I think maybe it's winter, you know, and people are in-house, and the infectivity and the spread of the virus is higher in the winter times.
Thank you so much for your time. So Thulasizwe, there we're hearing from the Education Department as well as from the Health Department that the vaccination process is going very well. But of course, we have to also urge people that while the vaccinations are available at the moment, they still need to abide by those COVID-19 protocols in order to keep themselves safe and also to keep others safe.
Spot on, Aisha. Absolutely spot on. Just because you've gotten the vaccination, be it the 1-dose J&J vaccine or the 2-dose Pfizer vaccine, and you've gotten your first dose and perhaps you are close to getting your second dose, it doesn't absolve you from the responsibility of continuing to wear your mask, wash your hands, and keep your distance from other people at all times. This we will continue to comply with until really we reach a point where, I don't know, they've spoken of herd immunity or whatever point we reach really where it is safe to sort of let down our guard. I don't know if I will ever personally return to the old normal. I didn't know. It just looks weird to me when I look at those visuals from the Euro Championships in Europe where people are sitting side by side and it's huge crowds breathing into each other's faces. I don't know if I can go back to that old normal.